I'm KJ. My long name is Kelly Jo Johnson, but I much prefer KJ. I am 30 years old, living in New York City. I'm originally from Michigan, but I've been here 12 years, so that makes me a New Yorker. By love, by will, by everything I've got, I'm a singer-songwriter, but by day I am a personal trainer. So if we can get this rolling, I'd much prefer being a singer-songwriter by day as well. Tired of waiting for the phone to ring. Tired of putting in everything. I'm oh so tired. Tired of waiting just to see your face. Tired of the way you make my mind race. I'm oh so tired. Sick of all of the evasive ways. I'm sick of all your hide and seek days. I'm oh so tired. I cleared my way. You've been long gone. Wish you could stay. But what went wrong? Wonder Girl lives in a dream. Her mug 3/4 always full. Her heart, her life in a glass frame, clear with vision and indestructible. Wonder Girl saw this boy had wings, unlike any other's past. She said, "You are great, you are good, you can take on the world. You are sun, you are wind, to this under wonder girl." I want to be on Hitmakers because I just want to make hits. And I've been writing songs for the last 7 years, and people like to tell me they think they're catchy. They find themselves singing them in the shower. So, I mean, if that's just a small population here in New York City, it'd be really cool to reach a bigger population. And I think by being on Hitmakers, you're gonna get a lot of hits. So, I've never thought about being on a reality TV show. I've never dreamt this would be an opportunity, but I definitely want the opportunity, and I will do everything it takes to be able to have that kind of exposure. It's a rough market out there for performers and singer-songwriters, and I'm in New York City, and we're a dime a dozen, so this would be an amazing opportunity, and I would drop my personal training career in a second. Not that I don't love it. Love to help people, but I'd like to help people through my music a lot more than I do through iron and steel and medicine balls. So, you know, right now I'm doing everything on my own. I book myself, I produce some of my own showcases. I don't have an agent or a manager helping me out. I find that the marketing on the internet is really my biggest tool to create more fans, and I find that live performances is where it's at. So I'm not just trying to make a MySpace or a Facebook profile, and that's what I'm doing to create my personality or my showmanship. I'm actually doing shows here in the city and inviting other singer-songwriters to join me, creating a nice environment and learning from each other. I would definitely like more time for singer-songwriting. I find that in New York City, because rent is so expensive, and so is every drink or every sandwich, everything's so expensive out here, you have to supply enough income to continue living. So if there's an opportunity to meet the right people who can help out in production and making contracts and signing things, it'd be an amazing lifestyle to live as a singer-songwriter and not have to have 2 jobs. It's important to me to perform because I remember my father has passed away when I was 17, and ever since I was about 6 or 7, I've been on camera, I've been trying to get in front of the camera or being up on a stage of any sort. I'm big ham. And I remember my dad one time saying, no matter what, I just want to see you on stage. And I used to do improv, comedy improv. People tell me I have very good comedic timing and good stage performance and, you know, charisma, they say. So even when he passed away, I hadn't come to New York yet. And I remember my mom trying to discourage me from coming. And she said, you know, your father had told me one time late at night, he was really nervous for you to go to New York. And he mentioned that only 3-4 weeks before he passed. And I said, no way. It's not stopping me, because I know how proud he was to see me up there. So I'm going to New York, and I'm going to do my best and push and push and push, because he's still seeing me. And that's really the bottom line. Everything I want is performing and creating and writing a new song that someone's going to love. And they're going to sing in the shower or in the car, or they're going to know it's mine. And it's going to have a good word to really make people think differently. I feel like songs are gifts from above. I don't know, they hit you like electricity. I have had moments where I have forced myself into writing songs, which is what it's going to take to be the next hitmaker. And I'm willing to take every challenge coming my way. I find that my lyrics and melodies come like magic. I have to work a little more on the guitar than I do with creating lyrics. So, you know, it becomes a balance. If there are opportunities to work with other individuals to write songs, I always jump on a good opportunity. I find that I can write anything from folky to musical theater style, very cabaret. I even have some sad songs and some hip hop and rap, very pop electric, and it depends on who I'm working with. You kind of really melt into their vibe, and it really is all about creativity. So I have very witty way of saying things, and I really like to use the words more than the rhythms to get my point across. I feel that this is a big motivator to even think once or twice that I would be chosen for Hitmakers. And this really just drives me beyond anything I've ever even thought about. I want to get on the show. I want to be exposed in every way and be embarrassed. I want to be broken down. I want to be built back up. I want to be able to explore more depths of who I am in my singer-songwriting than ever before. I also feel people don't know that I can do a really mean impression of the Wizard of Oz, which is just retarded, because my voice is very unique and I can really imitate a munchkin pretty well. I do have some training for music. I went to AMDA, the American Musical and Dramatic Academy, when I was 18 years old. And it was mostly for musical theater, any of the music I was singing. And I never even learned guitar until after I graduated AMDA. I picked up the guitar about 22 years old. I ran off to Europe to see what I could write about. And it was fun. I went for 2 months alone, just me and the guitar, met a lot of cool people along the way and had a lot of cool experiences to add to the music. I then jumped into being a bar manager, which started stifling my music because I was working in the night, and then there's no opportunity to perform in the night. So it was a really good transition to get into the health industry, where I can create my own schedule and allow myself evenings available to go out and perform or go out and see other performers to only enrich myself as an artist. I have taken a few guitar lessons. Mostly everything's just been by nature, and I'm currently taking voice lessons in guitar and piano just to continue knowing more and more about music theory and hopefully giving me more range, more variety. I want to be on Hitmakers because I want to make the next big hit.